Welcome everyone to part 33 of beta testing for Football Tactics and Glory World Beta. This is a game by developers Creoteam, which will be released no earlier than the second quarter of 2015. Today is the big day. It's the Champions League final against Wakanda. I just wanted to show you a couple of things first before we start. First of all, in division, we are at the top. We've got 25 points in the season. The coefficient points from the success from everybody in our league. And if you look at the finals for each one, we have got a team in each final. So we are in the final of the Champions League. Bellador is in the final of the Super Cup. That's the second tier, and Nefara is playing Tree Crew in the final of the Challenger Cup. So that's the third tier. So we're doing very well, and there's a possibility we could take all three. So let's hope that happens. So that's made our coefficient very high. There's another thing to note is that, and maybe this is something that needs to be looked at, is that there's three finals here, so there's basically 6 teams still within the sector tournaments. But if you go to the divisions, there's only adds up to 4. And there should be 3 for Jade Oracle, so it hasn't included the teams for the Challenger Cup or the third tier. So I don't know if it should include it, but it hasn't here. So that's that. So let's look at the match now. So here we have we're playing against Wakanda. No, Golden City actually, from Wakanda. Now the goalkeeper is vulnerable to cannon shot. So how we're going to set up here is we're actually going to go in with Asteel, and we're also going to have Lord. I'm going to put Lord here. So the reason being is that he's going to break in, and then if he feels later in the game, then hopefully Lord, it will actually be Lord, not Sakara, Lord will be able to use his cannon shot, because he will be hopefully played in by Farda with his layoff pass. So that's the plan for that. We've got Miller here, so to challenge Miller, now he could be quite tricky with his nutmeg. So to challenge, but that's okay. Well, to challenge Miller, we'll put Askarom on. He's a good player, and this side we've got Kundi, and I think we might even keep Vasita on and just block him. Another option would be to use another midfielder, which is not a terrible idea. And I'm also going to bring these guys back. I'll keep Tsumi-Kai, he's actually pretty good. And the only thing I'll do is I'll match Albertine with this player here. So I think that's how we're going to set this up at first. And now all I need to do is just make sure my subs are all the guys I would need it to be. So Uriel Val will come off, and Gladio will go in. We'll put Pius on because he could be, his long pass could be useful. I think Cosecha, we'll put Barjar in for Cosecha, and we definitely want Nafan to win, although it's not tremendously useful since the goalkeeper's got reaction, but he could be. And Hans, he's tired, but he could still be in. I could use I could use training to help that, but I think I'll leave it, because if he can't really be used here anyway. On the right, unless they change formation. Well, he can be, but I can't use it from kickoff anyway. So maybe I'll put Vedmager in instead. When the fan doing Vedmager, they're slightly different players, but they'll be in. So that's how we're going to set up. So we're going to go into the match, and then before I forget, I'm going to do some inspiration, and this is the most important match of the season. So each half they start motivated in both halves. So I'm going to use that one. So we're going to do that. So that's ready for the match, and just double check the formation. And I'm happy with that, and I got all the players that I need. I think so. So we will get on with the match and see if we can win the Champions League. So we're going to loft a pass, which works. Astiel tries to break in, is successful, but he's got a choice here. What's he going to do? He could try and score. Another option would be to try and hold, because he's got quite good control. And I think he'll just try and score, actually. And it's a bit unfortunate. Good news is that Lorcas will get in, unless they put Herb's back in. Oh dear. Well, that's not totally ideal, so I think we'll just take it like that. I'm going to leave him where he is, actually. And I've actually done that completely wrong, but never mind. And because I don't actually spoof someone, to make sure he doesn't get... Oh no, I can't. So, that's it. End turn. Throw in. It's a bit disappointing. So he'll come up and he'll try and keep the ball. Well, that didn't work out very well. He's got to try and take the ball. He does. And he'll just run right down here. He'll probably get tackled. Although he keeps the ball, so he's actually got a chance of breaking in now. Unless he gets him, which he does. He's got 29 defense, he's got 50 control. I'm going to try this. Doesn't work. But he's still motivated. I'm even going to try an aggressive tackle. That works. And he can actually shoot and goal. He's going to go for a power shot. And he scores! Astiel opens the scoring. See how they respond. Mananga has the ball. Is he going to try a shot? He does. Ooh, corner. One thing I wanted to mention about the crowds is that when I set up the Wakanda League, I changed the ethnicity, so all the players, or nearly all the players, were from African descent. So just about everyone's from African descent. I think the only ones I put in that was different was Brazil. So I'd have all the African ethnicities and Brazil. So everybody was fairly dark skinned. But if you look at the crowd, oh no, never mind. Sorry, forget about that because I've just remembered that Wakanda are actually playing. Because this is treated like a home game, it's actually my crowd that you can see here, so never mind. Ignore what I've just said. Anyway, I've got to deal with this corner, so he's the right guy to be here, so we'll leave them like that. They've both got 94 control, which is actually pretty impressive. He's got good control, so he's going to come in. And I'm actually going to use... Who's got best control? Actually, Lord's got the best control, so he's going to come in here as well. Try and stop that. He managed to get in there. He's got a cannon shot, but at least we've got... Well, how's he going to try and get through here? Luckily, Atreus gets the ball and keeps it. So we're still 1-0 up. So I think we're going to have to change formation. Lord, I think it's worth keeping him on for now. I don't know who else I can bring on. Nafando has actually got a chance of scoring if he goes on that side. So I'll put Nafando over here. He's actually looking a little bit tired, and I'm tempted actually to take him off and put Clefane on because he could use long pass potentially. So that's what we're going to do there. Let's see how we respond, and we will be motivated again. See, they've gone and switched round, as you kind of expect. So I'm going to move him back to where he was, and they've now actually put players on the wings to try and get headers in, so I'm actually going to have to move him back. I'll actually move them back to block them. We're all motivated because this is our most important match of the season. Goes out to the wing. Atreus manages to he's got 139, he's got 160, that's actually quite good, so I'm actually just going to try and blast through them. He's got a reasonable chance of scoring, but unfortunately doesn't get through the defender. And they've got a man in the box now, which isn't very good, and they've got, he's good passing, so he's going to get there. Can they score? No, and it's a corner. So we've got some fairly nervous times happening at the moment. He's going to come in here. Albertine's going to come in here. He's going to come in here. We've actually left space at the end. Hopefully we won't suffer from that. Albertine manages to win the jostling in the box. So see what happens. Mediano manages to get the ball away. So, yeah, I think what we're going to do is we're going to take Atreus. He manages to get the ball. Passes it to Clefane. Clefane gets it up to Lord. Lord's going to try it again. Doesn't get past the goalkeeper. It's getting to that point in the game, and this time they put it out, which is actually pretty good, and everyone resets, which is really, really good news for us here. Atreus is looking a wee bit tired. I'm tempted to take him off. So I think I'll leave everything as it is for the moment. So Ascaron can take it. and Lord will try and win the header. He's got a good chance because he's motivated, and the person facing him has not got what's it called? Has not got head play. Now, I've got a choice to make here because the match is almost finished. So I could shoot, and I have got a chance of scoring, but there might be a better option, which would be to actually just run into space. And because he's motivated, they can't slide tackle me, and he might be able to hold the ball. They'll have to take at least one action to get to the ball, and then they have to tackle me. They succeed, unfortunately, but now there's nowhere for them to go. And I've got 3 actions left, so I can just move a couple of players about. Does anybody need specialisation? Ascrom does. So I mean, if I really wanted to try and score, I could actually go 1, 2. Actually, there's another way. I could actually win this game more convincingly. I'm going to take a risk here. I didn't need to do this because I could have just not bothered. I could have just played out the game, but we've got a chance to get another goal, and we do. So we win 2-0. That was a bit risky. I didn't have to do that. Makes me a bit nervous to do that, but we get a 2-0 win in the Champions League final. Here we go. Everyone's celebrating. And Golden City are dejected. And I always try to play this out because it's nice to watch, but it's also good just to make sure there's no crashing while it occurs as well. So I don't think there will be. It seems to be working fine. Worked fine when I won the league, so it should work fine now. So there you go. There you go. Football Tactics and Glory. 100,000 customers. There for everyone to see. And there we go, 2-0. Astil and Lord, the heroes of the day. So we got 461 manager experience. That's quite a lot. Now you will hear that the music's playing. Now in my settings, I have switched to music off, and I do that for 2 reasons. One, I'm not that keen on the music, but the other reason is that there is copyright issues as well with that. So I think that's something the dev team might have to look at, and the music switches off there. Maybe it's supposed to play at that point, but just mentioning it just in case. So loads of experience. Look at that. Vasita gets 13,000 points. He goes up a level. Defense and control. That's all right. He goes up 2 levels again. He's up to level 60 now, so he's storming up. That's doing well. Astil gets man of the match. And we get lots of money and lots of glory, and we got lots of fans as well for winning the Champions League. And there we go, Champions League victors. And team of the round. There's only 2 teams in the round, so not surprising as the winners that we end up getting most of the. We get 6 out of 11, which isn't actually that convincing, but there you go. And we got 72 glory, 169 fans. So Media Nano made a couple of saves. Yeah, he did actually pretty well. That he saved us there. Albertine's moving around a lot. Treyas made 3 tackles. Askrom gets an assist and a tackle right at the end of the game, both of them. Astil gets a goal, and Lord, and he gets a goal, and also it was a goal at the very end of the game, and if you score at the very end of the game, you often get more points, I believe. So maybe that's why he ends up in the team of the round. So good for him. And so that's fine. Let's have a look at, see if the other ones have been played out yet. So there we go, we won. They haven't played theirs yet, so that's fine. So so Uriel Val has finished slide tackle, and we got training. Now Uriel Val's going to be retiring soon. We may as well just give him his last level of slide tackle. Yeah, I doubt he'll finish it, to be honest. I think he'll be sitting in his couch before he finishes that training. And then now we have a league, the last league game of the season against Nefara. What have we got? So we got a league game here. We've got the semi-final here, and then we've actually got the final right before we play English Nobles. So that's quite interesting. So we'll try and play this league game just to get it out of the way. And I think, as usual, I'm going to rest all my my key players, not my decent players. Are all quite decent, with maybe the exception of Pius, who's not that great. But anyway, so let's see what we can do here. Let's give Astiel a little rest. We'll put Keller in. If Sinkara's still not fit, so maybe we'll put Gosecha on instead. We'll maybe try exactly the same thing as we did before. So we'll bring Gosecha in. In fact, one way I can do it is to pass to him, draw him out, pass to Keller, let Keller have a shot, and see if he can score. That might be one option. Vasita, I suppose he can stay where he is. We'll also bring Agor in since he's the right back to deal with this guy. Right. We'll still play with our decent players. I'll take Treos off there. He's quite useful, and I put Sumikai on because I think his slide tackle could be quite useful in the cup games. And here, Gladius, I put Uriel Val with his new slide tackle ability. He's got level 2 now, actually, which is actually quite useful. And in midfield, we'll just play somebody who we don't normally play, who Diaris. You can put him in midfield, and then just decide who we want to we could put Barjar in because he's not really one of our key players like Clefane is, and everybody else I kind of want to have fit, so I think that's fine. Who's at home? We are. Okay. So that's how we're going to set up, and let's see if we can have a winning end to the season. So pass to Kasecha, sweeper comes across, draw sweeper out, pass to Keller. Keller has a straight shot and goal. He'll do a power shot though. And we get a corner. So what can we do with this guy? He's got good control. I think what we'll do is we will do that. and leave it at that. Actually, we're only going to put one man in the box. I may as well just try straight pass. Oh, it doesn't work. We'll press him. But at least he's in the box, so although we don't have long pass, so it's quite, well, relatively difficult to get it. But actually, Dairis is quite fairly good passing, so it's not going to be that much of a problem. Uriel will crawl all the way over here, and they don't have slide tackle, so he'll use the slide tackle, and then he'll try and control it, because their defences aren't that brilliant. First one comes in, and the second one going to try, he tries as well. His passing's not bad actually. Not sure why they did that. I suppose they could be, because he's not offside or anything. They can't put him offside. But anyway, straight pass to Dairis. Dairis could then try a lofted pass to Keller, see if it works. It does. That's a reasonable option actually, and it's the best option because it's much better than power shot. Corner isn't that much good to me, but unfortunately he doesn't manage to score. Alan, Orker, Sumikai, great young player. Again to Dairis, and then Keller's got really good control, so may as well try and get the ball to him. Oh well. If he got a lot to pass it. It was not the easiest way to do it, but he got that. Again, I didn't look at my actions. So that's us for that one. Pretty dreary. So we got 2 shots, they got none. So pretty dreary first half really. I'm tempted just to leave it as it is, because there's no need to really do anything different. Let's just carry on with the second half. Prophet gets tackled by Albertine. To Dairis. Just pass right through Escudo. I think he'll, no, he can't go that way. Yeah, because he's got reaction, that's why. May as well try it, doesn't succeed, but he gets in a better position though. And he's motivated now. Alan's going to, I'm sure, pass to Prophet. He's going to try and shoot. Will he score? He does, so we're now 1-0 up. 1-0 down again. That's not very good. So, I think we'll just try our same tactic as before. The cup games are much more important, so I'm not overly concerned about. At least Keller's motivated, so he's got a better chance of getting the ball in the goal. Just try cover shot again. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and tackle him. Doesn't succeed. I'm going to try aggressive tackle because he's not our key player. Oof, that was a dirty tackle, Queller. He's got a yellow card now. What a dirty thing to do. And it's unlikely Keller will play again this season. So Tsumikai will go and makes a tackle. Oh dear, and we can't really do much from here, to be honest, because the end game's going to end and we're going to lose this by 1-0. And that's it. I should have done a lofted pass just to get the SP, but never mind. So there we go, we lose 1-0. It's not often we've lost a game. Typical end of season drab game with reserve players. Not exciting for the fans to finish, but well, it doesn't really matter, does it? It was away from home as well, so at least it wasn't a home game. And Uriel Val got a lot of experience. Not it matters because he'll be hanging up his boots soon. There we go. We get our glory for winning at the after the very end of the season. We get our glory for winning the league. We lose 130 fans though. That's quite a lot for one loss. But there you go. There you go. That's what's happened. Didn't get a team and man of a man in the team of the round. Not a surprise after that. There's a final table. 12 points, clear. Goal difference is a wee bit better than everybody else. The main thing is our goals away, which is only 10. We did lose 3 though. We didn't. It's not as if we didn't. We got totally dominant. We lost 3, but we only lost 10 goals, and the next one down would have been 34 from Bellador, so we were way ahead. And we look at more statistics. One I like to look at is most boringly effective team. We won that award. 9 matches, so that's over a quarter of the total matches, and 35% of the ones that we actually won. So lots of 1-0 wins there, but you know they do the job, don't they? So that's that. The league's finished. So the next 2 games we have are, well, what we actually do now is we have the semi-final, and we're 3-0 up. So if we get through that, we will then have the final. Well, actually, then we have to pick the national teams, and then we have the final. And I probably won't pick any of my own players for the national team. We'll see, though. We'll see, but I may not actually pick any because he wouldn't be able to play in the final of the cup, which is a bit of a shame that it clashes like that. But there you go. This is the way it works at the moment. That's just the way it is. So that's it. So that's it for today. Thanks very much for watching. So we're Champions League champions. And actually, just before I do it, I just want to see if they've played their tournament. They have. So, or have they? Yes, they have. So, unfortunately, Bellador lost to Emblea from Turnanock, and Nefara also lost. So, we didn't get the treble. We only got the one. Just as well we won, eh? And then we look at the tables and see what the division is. So we've got 26 points, and we're a wee bit ahead now in the coefficient. Not that it matters too much when you're way at the top. But that's that. So thanks very much for watching, and hopefully see you again next time.